I appear to be on the cusp of having two jobs again, and tomorrow's going to be the first attempt at trying to work both of them on the same day, one in the morning, one in the evening. But as I was thinking about that arrangement and just what might end up happening for the next couple of weeks, where one place is giving so few hours that it might be feasible to try and start the other one on top of it, I thought about how there is an extremely high possibility that next week I might work every single day, Monday through Sunday. And, a lot of people, when you bring up jobs where they give you a lot of hours, they'll say, oh, well, you have money and things like that. But what I've always stressed is that once the number of hours you work goes past the average, regular, standard 40 hours a week, I feel that almost everything starts to kind of lean in the direction of excess, where how much of a life do you really have if every waking hour besides going to sleep is you sitting up in some building or being clocked in. um a lot of people have the fantasy, the dream. You want, if you want to be cynical, you can use fantasy. If you want to be aspirational, you use dream. But they have the belief that they would like to, let's say, own a home or live in some very nice neighborhood. And those are nice things to aspire to, but my issue comes from the, again, when you preface that in working 6 days a week, or in even more extreme cases 7 days a week, it starts to seem as though your house, the place where a lot of people will model it to look a certain way, their area of leisure, the place is supposed to be the most comfortable, right? If you spend so little time there because you're just constantly having to leave to go work these different jobs of yours, um, it just seems as though, again, the point of having a place like that, aspiring to live somewhere that is decent or great, or however you may term it, somewhere of a quality that you are content with, just seems to have its purpose diluted by how much time you spend away from it. I mean, if someone clocks into a job at, let's say, 9 in the morning, and they don't get back from working either one or two jobs until 8 o'clock at night, or even later than that, all you really get to do with your home is show up, lay down, go to sleep, and then start the same cycle again the next day. It's just not something that I think people really take into consideration, that if you have to if you have to work so much, like past the point of 40 hours just to live, whatever type of lifestyle you believe is tenable for you, it just seems to kind of be pointless to me. Like, if you spend so much time working that you only get a single day or possibly no days a week to yourself to just sit at this house of yours that you like so much, what's the point? Why even bother? um I don't know, it just, people don't really ever mention it, but things like that really make me kind of question a lot of, like, aspects of society. Like, if people are working 50, 60 hours just to afford a place on their own, maybe there's something wrong with that, right? And I know we talked about the rotten society, or a rotten society, but it's just not ideal to work that much and be at home so little, to where your house is basically just a place you go to sleep and maybe warm some food once every couple of days.